Hello and welcome to this video on how to use the fantastic wall compost for seed from Dalefoot Compost. My name's Kim Stoddart and I edit the Organic Way magazine for Garden Organic, and I've been writing about all things resilience and climate change since about 2013, and I write for publications like The Guardian and Grow Your Own magazine. And I am very excited to be talking to you about this brilliant compost and how to use it as well, how to use it easily and to have fun in the process. So enough about me. Let me start with the exciting business of talking to you about how to use this wall compost for seeds from Dalefoot. And I'm going to talk to you about the how when it comes to actually germinating your seeds and looking after seedlings. But let me start by getting rather excited about the ingredients that are in this fantastic peat-free compost. So you have the wool, which helps with the water absorption, you have the bracken, you have the comfrey, and you have sand. It provides everything you need in this premium product to help give your seeds that helping start. Let's start with some sowing. I tend to use a mixture of old plastic containers to sow in, and I just reuse them year after year. I also use various different salvaged items like plastic containers from the supermarket, and I use these biodegradable pots as well. Whatever works for you, it's all helping to reduce the amount of plastic. So let's start with our fantastic compost, and it goes. Flatten it down. I mean, you can see I'm really into what I'm doing here. For me, the process of planting a seed into compost and watching as it germinates into life is magical. It never ever gets boring. It's a bit of a promise of hope as well. It's hope for the plant that's going to grow, the plant that's going to transform. And the more you can get connected, the more you can look, touch and feel as well, the better that will make you feel. So pick your seed of choice. Here I have some pea, and after filling your container of choice with the seed compost and patting it down, it's time to add the seed. With seed like this, with pea, I tend to favour making a little hole first and then pushing it down. I will sow a few per module so I can actually move them on afterwards. With other seeds that are finer, like carrot for example, what I prefer to do once I've opened up the seed packet is to put the seed in my hand and have a look. Any opportunity to get up and close. So with something that's finer like carrot seed, I would sprinkle it over the surface, and then if you can see here, I would then add a layer of compost on top just to cover it over. It's much easier to work with because it does feel really good. You can just switch off from everything else as much as you can when you're sowing seed. So I also use biodegradable containers as well, such as these little pots here, which can just be planted straight out. With the carrot seed, I am actually sowing this quite thickly, so I'm putting quite a lot of seed in just because I love baby carrots. So this is an excuse for me to have more baby carrots. So how do you get the watering right? Peat-free compost is different, as well as protecting the planet by a myriad of different ways. The actual compost itself does actually work differently. So the main thing you just need to watch out for is that the compost can look dry on top around your seedlings. So meanwhile down below, the wool with this amazing water retention properties is working its magic. So there are different ways to check that you have the watering correct, because this is one of the most important things then when it comes to looking after your seedlings. So there are different ways to go about this. You can either, if you prefer to water from above, you can just get up close and personal by putting your finger in the soil just below the surface to see if further water is required. Alternatively, if you like to water from below, then the heft test, which basically means just picking up your plant, picking up your pot, and you can feel by the weight of it if it's actually dry or needs to have some further water. And it's really as simple as that. So there we have it. Just watch out for the watering. Remember that the compost can look dry on top. Get connected and you will know if it needs more water or not. But know that there's a massive feel-good factor with using this premium quality peat-free compost. Fantastic peat-free seedlings, peat-free compost, as simple as that, and away we grow.